Sagittarius, do you want more out of your money and career life in 2026? More money, more success, more recognition? Then I got you. You are in the right place. So we are going to do a 2026 year ahead money and career reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's go. Sagittarius, welcome to the channel or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. My name is Stella Wilde, and I'm going to be guiding you through our tarot and oracle card journey today for Sagittarius, placements for your 2026 money and career energies. Now, do keep in mind that these are general readings. If you would like me to look at your specific astrology, transits, whatever's going on for you, then you can book my money activation reading. The link to that is in the description of the video. And remember, this is all about using the energies because doing so really does change everything. Sagittarius, the first thing we are going to do today is pull from this Wealth Code Oracle deck. And there is a planet on this card and a mantra and some keywords, and this will help give you kind of an overall energetic vibe for your year ahead, the energies that you can use that might be beneficial to you in manifesting your money and career goals. All right, Saggies, let us see what we need to know here. Sagittarius, we have the King. We have the Sun card, Leo energy showing up here. Your 9th house of expansion and growth. I powerfully lead my mission. Ooh, what mission do you have for your money and career life? Let me know in the comments, Sagittarius. All right, here's your keywords. Regal, powerful, passionate, courageous, sovereign, responsible, benevolent, creative, innovative, decisive, directive, inspiring, visionary, and respected. Okay. So following your bliss, showing other people how it's done. I would also say the year ahead, fire sign seasons might be particularly important for you. So Aries time and Leo time and your birthday season. But also we know we have Saturn and Neptune going into fellow fire sign Aries. We have Jupiter going into Leo as of June 30th. I will be pulling some cards on Jupiter a little later in the reading today. So I love this for you, Sag. All right, let's pull some tarots and clarify this. Powerfully leading your mission, so that by the time we get to the end of 2026, you can say, mission accomplished. I did it. I freaking did it. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, what do we need to know about this? So the King, very regal. You could be really up-leveling your whole presentation style and stepping into how you're perceived in the world, like really creating a change or an up-leveling in your presentation of self in everyday life, because that may help you accomplish your mission goals. So, because Leo is always about, not always, but there is the entertainment factor. There is the drama factor. So, Leo energy is very aware of how it is being perceived, and it can be about pride and self-respect and things of that nature. So there can be things like that where you're going to be very well aware of your public persona and how you're coming across, and any self-improvements you want to do in that regard in order to accomplish your mission. All right, so let's see. Saggies. Ooh, the High Priestess. Are you kidding me? And the Ace of Wands. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. If you have Aries in your chart, I would also encourage you to watch the Aries reading that's already been uploaded, because there's a similar vibe going on here. what I feel is we have the high priestess. So maybe until we get through the first 2 months of the year, there may still be things that you are percolating with behind the scenes, the high priestess. So you're still kind of energetically feeling into the vibes, into your mission, into, how you're going to expand and grow, because that is your Leo 9th house. How you're going to present yourself in the public, go after your goals, etc. So there might be something here where you are kind of in a preparatory stage behind the scenes with this high priestess. But this is not like you're not doing anything. You are doing things. You are also intuitively tuned into the right moment, and timing is everything with this. And we have the Aries energy showing up here. Now, February is just really kind of a very strange month because, we have Saturn and Neptune going into Aries. Well, Neptune will go into Aries January 26th, but then we have them conjoining. We have a weird Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and we've just had so much energy in Pisces that this is almost like another karmic cosmic cleanup crew coming on in. And that retrograde starts at the very end of February and goes to the start of Aries season, basically. So we have eclipse season coming in February with an eclipse in Aquarius. We have an eclipse March 3rd in Virgo. So, I feel like we have just some things, like I said, the first couple months, you're kind of feeling into and getting through intuitively until you're ready to plant the seed, strike the match, set out on your next mission, on this adventure with this Ace of Wands. So you may feel a little impatient, of course. We got the Leo energy, with the sun here. But the dawn of the new day will be worth it for you. And also with the dawn here, the high priestess is in the night. We have the sun card he's looking at this beautiful sunrise here, this lovely Leo figure. So there may be some things to, for want of a better expression, like work through, even in your unconscious, subconscious, your psyche, in the dark, in quotes, so to speak, just in quiet time before we get the dawn of the new day. We know Aries is the start of, sorry, people down under, but the springtime. It is 0 point Aries. The day the sun goes into Aries, we have Saturn and Neptune conjoining on that 0 point, starting a whole new creative chapter for you. We have this 9th house being activated with the Leo. So I just think you're not going to lose anything by using the energies of the high priestess to tune into and review, with the Mercury retrograde happening end of February into March, review kind of what is your game plan? What is it? So that when all systems are go and we have this Ace of freaking Wands, which is gorgeous, that you are ready to just go for it. There's no more doubts, hesitation, delays, not from the universe with the eclipses and the silly retrogrades and all that. But also there's nothing hanging around in your own heart and mind that you haven't been over. That use the energy of the high priestess to look within, to tune in, to make the plans, do all the things. Okay. That is what I would suggest here. Now, remember, this is a general reading. Don't get mad at me in the comments and be like, well, I can't wait 2 months and da. Okay. Well, your own individual astrology may be different. Okay. Whatever's going on in your chart. I am just reading tarot here. Okay. To correspond with this oracle card. So just please know that. But this is really signaling a whole new fresh start for you. That's very divinely aligned with this Ace of Wands. And it's blending the best of, the 5th house energy, which Leo does represent, but the 5th house spirit of independence, taking a bold new action in some way with this Ace of Wands, the Aries energy, your 5th house. And then also this Leo 9th house of, I'm going to boldly go where no one has gone before or where I haven't gone before. I'm going to push myself out there. So that is why this high priestess is important. It's the final rehearsal, so to speak, before the curtain call, which is very Leo, very drama, before the curtain call, the curtain goes up and there you are, Sagittarius, on stage, ready for your close-up, So use the energies. Okay, now what we're going to do is dive in with this other oracle deck. We're going to pull a couple of cards here and clarify with different tarot decks because it's very interesting if energy repeats. So this is the Oracle of the Sun. We have astrological aspects on it. So we will see what is coming up here for your money and career. I have a sense here with this energy for you, Sag, that so far it's just, excitement, wind beneath your wings, fire starter energy, and you really stepping into the next level of respect. And also self-respect, because I think that you are going to do something in the year ahead that you're going to be very proud of yourself for doing with your money career life. All right, let's see. What do we have here? We have Saturn in Libra. We have devotion. Okay, so that is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams and personal gains. So Saturn, commitments. Saturn rules your second house of money. We're talking also about the 11th house of personal gains, hopes, wishes, dreams. So I think there's something going on here about a commitment to, and really devoting yourself to building your dream, building your wish and making it concrete. So this is not going to be just half-heartedly, I try a little something, I get bored, and then I move to something else. No. What can you absolutely devote yourself to in the year ahead? This card, Libra, is often about harmony, relationships, partnerships. And think of, the vibe I'm getting is think of a commitment to your money and career goals as a partnership. It is a living, breathing, co-creation relationship that you are nurturing. Are you nurturing it with steadfast devotion, commitment, and love? Or are you doubting? Are you being pessimistic, etc.? Or just half-assing it, right? So that's what I think. Let's let's see. And Libra season could be important for you. So from end of March through to Libra season, that time frame, 6 months or so, if you stay steadfast, committed, and devoted, you could perhaps make big gains. That's your 11th house, Libra, in whatever your goals are, whatever your mission is. Maybe you make the wish come true. I believe you can with these energies. All right, let's see. Saggies, what do we need to know about this for you? Oh my God, Ace of Cups and a 7 of Coins. Okay. We just had an Ace of Wands. Now we're getting an Ace of Cups. So this is a lot about your emotional commitment. It absolutely is. Okay, with this Saturn in Libra, devotion energy. But I also feel that, as I said before, I think in about 6-7 months' time, here's the 7 of Coins, you could be in a position where you are evaluating results. Here is the bush of coins. Right here, you're leaning on your little hoe and your efforts that you have made and how you have planted the seed, Ace of Wands, back in March, and what you have done. And are you satisfied? I think you might be if you use the energies and stay devoted, committed, but also balanced. We are talking about Libra. So, keeping that balance between your personal life, your work life, that is important as well. But making sure you have that balance, that there is a steadiness to both of the things. Saturn is also exalted in Libra. It likes to be there. So this is very favorable energy. We have the number 7 as well, which is, indicative seventh house, think of partnerships. Ace of Cups. Aces for me are about the self. So yes, you could be feeling very emotionally satisfied with the results, Seven of Coins, that you have manifested, that you have created based on your Ace of Wands here, based on the Sun, your goals, your personal goals that are important to you. These double aces so far in this reading. That's the thing about the Sun. It is our ego energy. It can be what gives us the most satisfaction and fulfillment. A lot depends on what house your Sun is in. Again, that is something that I could look at for you if you book an astrology reading with me. But this is saying, yes, there can be great satisfaction here for you based on your efforts. And I like the fact that we got a pentacle here, the Seven of Coins, because that is suggesting there can be tangible results. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else is happening for you, Sagittarius. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, wow. We have the Sun in Taurus. We have acquisition. Okay, so Taurus is your sixth house of work and well-being. Of course, acquisition, buying, selling, holding on to things. Okay, and Taurus, the house, money house, right? Safety and security needs, the house of money and resources, as well as the second house of the zodiac wheel. But it is your sixth house of work and well-being. So there could be something here that you are acquiring. You could be acquiring a new skill that could help you make more money. You could maybe be acquiring a promotion, because we had that Leo energy before. Maybe a new job. You know, what are you setting your mind to? That Ace of Wands. What are you initializing for yourself? All right, let's see what we need to know here with this acquisition. Sagittarius. King of Swords. And the Temperance. So there's your energy. You know, when I was shuffling, I was thinking about Uranus. And interesting, we got the sword that is showing up here. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Because we had the Taurus here with the acquisition, the Sun in Taurus, and Uranus goes into Gemini and leaves this Taurus house on April 26th, I believe. It's toward the end of April. And so that could even out some of the instability you may have felt the last 7 years in your work life, your work schedule, the highs and lows. That's very Uranus. So it's getting out of that house. So what I think is interesting here with this King of Swords, Temperance, is that you are likely maybe around that time period, end of April, to make some sort of important decision to change something in your life. And again, the balance, which is interesting with the Temperance. So again, acquisition, you're acquiring something, you're holding on to it. So you could be making the decision to change something about your work life, change something about where you're living, perhaps, change something about your well-being in regards to your identity, the Temperance, that's your card, and making that decision, King of Swords, but you're doing it from a place of facts and figures. You're looking at things objectively and analytically, and do the numbers work? That's the other thing here with this acquisition. It's Taurus. Like you really know the cost of something here, and you're thinking very carefully before you make a change and commit yourself to something. But I do feel that if you do make a decision to commit to something financially, or some sort of change going on in those areas I mentioned, it will help balance your life in some way. It could make your life a little easier. So, and I do think it's corresponding with that Uranus energy. We have to see how it plays out. But I think that you could be getting something in your life, acquiring something that could make a very beneficial difference to the mission and the goals that you have for your life as well. It could be the thing that really changes the game for you. Whatever resource you might need to get something going in your life, whatever this mission is. It's Taurus, so it can be something super, super practical, like, hey, I need a computer, or I need this tool to run my Etsy store so I can make my stuff I want to sell. You get my point. So it's like these types of things, but it's a King of Swords showing up here. So this decision is made in alignment also with the Taurus energy of something very grounded and practical. You really think this through, and it could be very helpful for you. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what else you need to know. Let's pull one more from this deck. Beautiful energies. But notice we've had an Ace of Wands, an Ace of Cups, and now your energy with the Temperance. Very much putting yourself front and center in the year ahead with your goals, like really focusing in on yourself and what you need. All right, and what else do we have here? We have Moon in Aries, protection. Moon in Aries, very feisty. No surprise that we have a tiger on this card. And we had the lion before. And you are a fire sign, so you're feisty already. And you've gotten the beautiful Aries energy now showing up here. We had the Ace of Wands before also, let's not forget. So there could be something here about protecting your interests. And it is the 5th house. So that is the creative house. So if anyone watching this, if you're involved in creative activities, intellectual property, things of that nature, there could be something here to protect. So protect your intellectual property, trademarks, patents, copyrights, these types of things. I'm not saying something bad's going to happen. I'm just saying that because of the energy that is showing up here. But that would be, probably a good thing to do. There could be something, I got to pull some tarot, but there could be something going on with protecting your business from competitors if you have your own business, because the 5th house is also the house of the entrepreneur. Some of you also may be starting businesses, especially with the fact that Saturn and Neptune will be conjunct in Aries, signaling new beginnings in that 5th house for you. So if you are making a commitment to start a new business, protect yourself, get your LLC, make sure you do everything correctly with taxes. Again, not legal advice here, but just do the things you need to do to set things up properly the first time. And the same thing also, I'm just going to say, if you're involved in any romantic relationship and you are contemplating a merging of assets or households or whatever, also think that through carefully and protect what's yours. Aries is an energy of independence. Just keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. It is my belief that a person should always have his or her own money. You can combine money, you can have yours, theirs, and then a combo thing if you want. But you should always have something of your own that is yours. All right, let's see. Protection, Moon in Aries, feisty Aries. Look at the 7 of Coins again. Isn't that interesting? Sagittarius. Okay, and a 2 of Coins. You do not want to make a mistake with your finances again. This is what I feel. You do not want to get caught up in a cycle or go back to a cycle where it was just static. Nothing was really breaking out and breaking forth. That's the 2 of Wands. It just keeps going around. But where's the acceleration? Where's the breakout? Where's my 10 of Coins, right? So we had this before as I spoke to it, the 7 of Coins and the Ace of Cups about Libra season. So this suggests to me that yes, perhaps at that full moon in Aries in Libra season, I don't have the exact date in my Rolodex brain, but you'd have to look that up on the calendar. But the full moon in Aries is always in Libra season, just on a different day each year. Perhaps at that time, you really do need to think carefully, as we've discussed, because you may be very happy with results with your finances, with the 7 of Coins. You don't want to backslide and make a decision that doesn't suit you in some way. You want to protect the 7 of Coins and not get caught up in lifestyle creep, or you mismanage money, and anybody can do this. This is not just, anybody can do that. So I think there's also could be a decision if you want to continue to grow this 7 of coins and not have it just be static. There may be something to look at there as well. Again, protecting your assets, as the saying goes. So that is what I would say here. And these decisions that may be coming up in Libra season have to do with, okay, well, how do I continue to protect my money, but also go to the next level, grow my money? How do I still have enough to pay my bills, 2 of coins, while I'm still also growing a business or growing my investments or whatever I'm trying to grow with my money? You see what I'm saying here. So, and now let's discuss what your ruling planet is doing, Sagittarius. Jupiter is in Cancer until June 30th. This is your 8th house of transformation. Other people's money, resources. It's a debt house. It can be a refinancing house, mortgages, inheritances, taxes, all of these types of other people money situations. So let us see what you need to know about that. And, your ruling planet, yes, can bring gifts and goodies and benefits. It just is an energy of expansion and growth. So you don't want to grow debt, right? We don't want to do that. So can your ruling planet bring opportunities for you to pay off debt? Maybe work a little harder, work on that 7 of coins so that you can get yourself out from under any debt obligations if you have them. All right, but let's pull a card. Let us see. All right, let us see. What do we have here? Okay, we have a 9 of swords. So there could be some sort of sorrow or worry about something going on in the areas I just mentioned with other people's money. So, and Jupiter, yes, because he expands. Maybe you're overly focused on the 9 of swords and the problems, but you're not focused on the solutions, perhaps. So it could be something like that where Jupiter is saying, okay, yes, there might be an issue, but let's open the door of opportunity to figure out how do we fix it. Okay, so let us pull another card. And this can really tie in with the mission that we were talking about too. And that preparatory stage with that high priestess, that there is something maybe to look at here with, manifesting more money for yourself, because maybe something does need to be shifted. Something needs to be done differently. And once you clock that and you lock that in, maybe that for some of you becomes your mission over the next 6 months, to set aside a nest egg, 7 of coins, to pay down or pay off debts, these types of things. And that is your mission. And with this Leo energy emphasizing the 9th house, it can be like, well, I'm going to learn, that's very 9th house. I'm going to learn everything I need to know about money management, finances. I'm going to find the information I need so that I can fix this issue. And then maybe I'll also start a side hustle. That's also very 9th house, especially on the internet. All right, let's see the other card. Okay, we have a 3 of coins here. We have guidance. So having a plan, doing the research, doing your homework with this. This is about finding out the action that you need to take or you feel comfortable taking. Whereas this 9 of swords is, I'm just going to sit in my own small dark room and, have a migraine about it, which, I've had a migraine here and there in my life, and those are no fun. But you see my point, like we can continue to dwell in a 9 of swords moment, or we can take action and find the information and the guidance from someone who is a professional and figure out how to solve this problem if we are having a problem. And Jupiter, your ruling planet, it's not just about door opening and opportunities. It's also a teacher energy. It is the energy of knowledge. And wisdom. So there could be something here, again, the wisdom to reframe your focus and get the information you need. And Jupiter could be very helpful with that. Jupiter could guide you, the guidance here, to the right plan, the right person to fix or deal with any 8th house situation in regards to other people's money that you may have going on. So I feel this is very, very promising. Okay, let's see. Now Jupiter will go into Leo, and we had that with the Leo energy. That is, again, your 9th house. And it is a house of expansion and growth. It is a house of travel. It is a house of politics, metaphysical beliefs, your beliefs in general, the higher mind, academia, writing, publishing, these types of things. And again, Jupiter is going to energize that house for you. The South Node, though, is also going into Leo. So there are opportunities for you to release, that's very South Node, old habits and beliefs and step into something greater for yourself. That Jupiter and Leo, that mission that we were talking about. Up, two stuck together. Oh, wow. This Osho Zen Tarot is so funny. So in the Osho Zen Tarot, the 9 of Cups is laziness. And there is a figure on the card just kicking back with a cocktail under an umbrella. And he's just, I'm just zoning out, dude, hanging out. And then we have the energy here of breakthrough. What I feel here, and this is very, with this energy of breakthrough, this looks very, very Leo, very dramatic, with pieces flying all over the place. The person raising both of their arms up in the air. It's very Ace of Wands also, which we had for you. It's very Moon in Aries, which we also had for you. So, you know, I love you guys. I'm just reading the cards here, Sag, right? But it can say, if you want the breakthrough, then this is not a time to kick back and, you know, let it all hang out. We all have our moments of being lazy, myself included, despite the fact that I have Capricorn rising. You know, yes, I can definitely, you know, my 4th house Taurus likes to just chill for sure. But what I feel is going on here for you is that if you really want the breakthrough in your life, there may need to be something to look at from June onward with this Jupiter in Leo, that the time is now. The time for the breakthrough is here. So this is not a time to just kick back. I mean, think about it. Jupiter is in a fellow fire sign. We don't get that too often, right? So that's, first of all, great. You have Saturn, Neptune, again, fellow fire sign energy. This is the time. This is the year. There's so much fire in the sky, metaphorically speaking, for fire signs to really, especially, to really take advantage of. So why would you want to do a watery 9 of Cups laziness, according to Osho here, and just kick back? Make the breakthrough happen first. Get to your 7 of Coins situation first, and then you can take a break. Remember what I said before. It is about the balance. We had Libra also coming up in this reading for you, and your Temperance energy. But it's the balance. We don't want to go too far into, I'm just going to kick back with the cocktail. Because when you kick back with the cocktail, what is going on here? Then we get a 9 of Swords. It's because look, double 9s that are showing up here. You could really perhaps manifest a very strong breakthrough for yourself in the year ahead. And feel very good about yourself. This King energy, the sun, the ego needs, hitting goals, being proud of yourself that you manifested something great. You manifested your mission. Mission is accomplished. That would be a great feeling to have by the end of 2026. Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me for your 2026 money and career energies. Very interesting. Would love to hear from you in the comments. What is your mission? What are you going to be focusing in on in the year ahead? I would love to hear. And remember, if you want a very personal look at what is going on with your astrology, or if you need some tarot insights, you can always book a reading with me. The link is in the description. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.